what's up humans, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, grab a snack, hit subscribe because we hang out every Monday and Friday. Today's video is gonna be about another incident that I got myself into. This one I can only blame on myself. There's a lot to it, so let's get into it. So this was back when I was about 17 years old. Now at that time I didn't have all these piercings, obviously no tattoos, but I really wanted them. I think I had my lobes done and I stretched them, but that's pretty much it. All I really wanted was to get a ton of piercings because why not, right? I just want you guys to know that my mom has never heard this story before, so hi mom, I will be expecting a phone call soon. So my mom was going to Chicago for the weekend. I thought this was a prime opportunity for me to get a piercing. She's not gonna be there to say no. This is gonna go so well. So right before my mom left, she came up to me and said, Sarah, if I come back and you have a piercing, I swear to God, you will be grounded the rest of your life. And I'm just sitting there like, what are you talking about, Mom? I would never get a piercing. Rules are rules, right? I mean, I would never, I don't even like piercings. So when's your flight? I'm not even joking when I say 15 minutes after my mom left, I called up my friend and I was like, hey, wanna go get a piercing? And she's like, sure. And she comes over, we hop on the bus, and we are headed downtown to get a piercing. Now the piercing that I wanted to get is called a web piercing. So the web piercing is underneath your tongue. Right there. I knew many people who had that piercing and their parents had no idea. So the bus ride from where I lived to downtown was about half an hour, and so we got there. I was super excited. I hop up on the bench. She puts the needle through my tongue, and the second that she does, I feel so much pain going down my neck. And so we hop on the next bus, and I'm not even fucking exaggerating when I say, by the time that it took the bus to get from downtown to back home, which is about 30 minutes, my entire throat swelled up and my tongue swelled up and I couldn't breathe. So we get off at this bus stop that's in this like outdoor mall complex, and we head to McDonald's, and I'm sitting there and my friend's looking at me like drooling because I can't fucking breathe, I can't swallow, and she's like, would you like some ice? And I look at her and I'm like, uh-huh. So she goes and gets it, comes back. It's like ice in a cup, so she's like trying to put it on my throat, and I look at her and I'm like, I need to go to the hospital. She's like, yeah, you do. And so we get up, and fortunately there was I don't know what it's called. It's like a ambulance garage where like the ambulances stay until they're needed. I don't know what it's called. So we go there and we knock on the door. Paramedic opens the door, and he opens the door and he asks me questions like, you know, how are you? Are you okay? We need to take you to the hospital. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, no, my mom cannot know that I have this piercing. I'm going to do everything that I possibly fucking can so my mom does not know that I have this piercing. I know that I'm gonna get a bill in the mail from the paramedics. The second that happens, I'm done. My mom knows. And so I asked the paramedic, like, hey, can I pay now? I got my debit card. I mean, anything to not bill my mom. He looks at me and he says, you know, it doesn't work like that, but we need to get me to a hospital right away. And I look at him and I'm like, I don't think I want to go in an ambulance anymore. I'm just gonna take the bus. And he looks at me and he's like, no, you need to take an ambulance right now. And I'm like, I don't think you understand my mother. I can't do that. She can't figure this out. She can't know. So I signed these papers saying that I refuse the ambulance and that if I die, it's not their fault. And we take the bus to the hospital. So we get to the hospital, they rush me right in because I can't breathe. They gave me steroids and anti-inflammatories and pain medication. The swelling went down, the pain went down, and the doctor comes in and he's like, okay, now let's take it out. I look at him and I'm like, I didn't just go through all this for you to take this piercing out. No, I deserve this piercing. I deserve it. And he looks at me and he's like, the piercing's what's causing all this. We have to take it out. No. I'm fine. No, like I'm totally fine now. Like I can breathe, I can talk, we're good. Like, can I just go home? And he's like, I mean, we can't keep you, so yeah, sure. If it gets any worse, just come back. Okay, awesome. So we catch the bus, go back home, and the next day, oh yeah, you better believe it got worse. So we hop out of bed, get dressed, and walk to the bus stop. Now, on our way to the bus stop, we see one of our other friends' dad. And we're thinking, oh fuck, if he finds out, he's gonna tell my mom that we're going to the hospital. So we had to go up to him and talk like nothing is happening for like good 5 to 10 minutes, and at that moment I was also not able to breathe and kind of drooling. Anyways, we go to catch the bus, and we bus to the hospital because I'm not gonna take an ambulance because God fucking forbid my mom finds out. But this time when I got to the hospital, it was a little bit different. They rushed me in and they immediately put like tubes in my nose and an IV in and pretty much said, yeah, you're gonna have to get that surgically removed. You're not leaving here until that's out. And at that moment I came to realize that, yeah, I don't really have a fucking choice. This thing has to come out because it just caused me all these fucking problems. And my friend had to make the call of shame to my parents to let them know that, no, I will not be coming home tonight. I'm in the hospital. I'm having emergency surgery on my tongue. I ended up staying in intensive care for 3 days with tubes all in me. My mom actually ended up staying in Chicago because she's like, you're an idiot and you'll be fine. But when she did come home, I was still in the hospital and my mom came back mad as all hell. Oh, she was mad. She was so mad. But, I mean, you gotta give me some props, right? The things that I did, I went to extreme measures so that my mom would never have to find out about this. But karma at its finest. Anyways, so that's it for today, guys. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with... What was that? And share it with your friends. I'd like to know in the comment section below, what piercings do you have? What hurt the most? And did you ever have any complications with any piercings or tattoos? Remember guys, your comments will be featured in my next video. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, I would love to see your faces next time. Bye!